And who are you? Who are you dressed as?
Christopher.
Okay, Christopher. Very good. Come down and return to your place. And you are dressed as?
Saint Katari.
Kateri Tequitha. Very nice. And you are dressed as?
Saint Mary.
The Blessed Mother. And you are dressed as?
Saint Kateri.
Saint Kateri is very popular here today. Okay. And you are dressed as? I already can tell, but...
Saint Patrick.
Saint Patrick. And you are dressed as?
Claire.
Saint Clare. And you are dressed as?
Saint Mary.
Saint Mary, the Blessed Mother. And you are dressed as?
Saint Francis.
Saint Francis. And you are dressed as?
Saint Peter.
Saint Peter. And you are dressed as?
Saint Carlo Acutis.
Saint Carlo Acutis, a brand new saint. And you are dressed as?
Saint Columban.
Saint Columban from Ireland. And you are dressed as?
Saint Catherine.
Saint Catherine. And you are dressed as?
Saint Peter.
Saint Peter. And you are dressed as?
Saint Carlo.
Saint Carlo. And you are dressed as?
Saint Michael.
Very good. And you are dressed as?
Saint Therese.
Saint Therese. And you are dressed as?
Ignatius.
Saint Ignatius. And you are dressed as?
Saint Francis of Assisi.
Very good. And you are dressed as?
Francis.
Very nice. He's very popular. And you are dressed as?
Saint Ava.
Saint Ava. And you are dressed as?
Saint Jerome.
Saint Jerome, who translated the Bible for us. Wonderful. And you are dressed as?
Saint Francis Cabrini.
Wonderful. And there's a wonderful new movie about her that I hope everyone went to see. Okay, and you are dressed as?
Acutis.
Saint Carlo Acutis.
Francis.
Absolutely. And you are dressed as?
Saint Carlo.
Yeah, he dressed like every teenager. Okay. And you are dressed as?
Saint Carlo.
See, I'm proving it. And you are dressed as?
Saint Lucy.
Saint Lucy, the patroness of eyesight. And you are dressed as?
Saint Bernadette.
Saint Bernadette of Lourdes. So, in your costumes, you represent a certain aspect of the church, because the church is not just a building, because technically any place we call a church, a building, is really technically the house of the church. And whose house is it? All the baptized. And how many here have been baptized? Oh, everyone, right? But the church is everyone who has ever been baptized. Now, that's something to think about, isn't it? Because the church has been around for nearly 2,000 years. So there are really hundreds of millions of people who have been baptized. And once you're baptized, you're always a member of the church. But is every person who's ever been baptized still among us? No, huh? Some are like you, who you are dressed as. They are the baptized who have been admitted to God's kingdom. And who are we? We're the baptized still on earth. We call that the church struggling, because we're still struggling against a lot of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with Jesus to remain holy, so that we can one day be among the church in heaven, who are the saints. Now, what if we leave this world And, we're not perfect. Maybe we got some grudges that we have some selfishness left in us, we have some anger. Would we fit into God's kingdom of perfect love? No. So there's another phase of the church, and I told you at the beginning, that's the church in waiting. So to understand that, I just wonder, how many here know what time out is? Oh, okay. All right, what is time out, and why do you have to have it? Anybody volunteer to tell me? Yes? What's time out?
It's a time where you need a break so you can think about what you've done.
Perfect. You need a break to think about what you've done, because what you've done probably wasn't the right thing, huh? So does time out last forever? No. And maybe how long do you think it should last? Oh, everyone has an opinion about it. How long do you think it should last?
It should last to have,
Someone else have an idea about how long it should last?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. How many agree with that? Oh, how many disagree with that? Oh, you do? How long do you think it should last?
It depends how bad it is.
Very good distinction. And you have a definite opinion. How long do you think? 10 minutes. Okay, we could debate and argue that, right? And how long do you think?
5 minutes.
Oh, it's getting shorter all the time. But sometimes if we do something wrong and we get put in timeout, say it's real bad and we get a half hour, sometimes there are those who might have a little influence over our parents, maybe our tender-hearted grandmother or an aunt, who will say, gee, do you really think they still need to be there? And through their intercession, your half hour becomes just 15 minutes, huh? And this is a concept that if we hold on to that, we can know what that church between earth, where we are, and heaven, where the saints are, is all about. It's people in a spiritual timeout thinking about what they've done that wasn't loving, that wasn't in harmony with what Jesus teaches, with all of the thoughts and virtues of the gospel. So they need that time to think that over, and like you in time out, to feel sorry for what you've done. And once they do that, they are admitted to heaven. Now there's a fancy name for it, and you'll hear it, purgatory. But I hate to use that because people have strange notions about purgatory. But it is a time of purification. We can understand that, can't we? Yes. And there are people who can help us shorten that purification time. People on earth can pray for the souls gone before them, that their time in purgatory will be ended quickly and that they will go to heaven. And we do that. You see up here, we have a little basket here all November, okay? And here, people have listed the names of people they know and love who have gone before them, and just in case they might still be in a time of purification, they made a sacrifice. They gave a donation, and they put their names here so that they'll be on the altar all November until Thanksgiving, being remembered in the church on earth's prayers that they are all getting into heaven. So that's our custom. And that's what November is all about. But what we really need to appreciate is that as all the baptized, from the beginning of the church to this very day, we are all in it together. We are all in it to help one another get to our final destination. And you people, in your costumes today, reminded us of what that destination is. So you're going to all tell me all at once. Where do we all want to go? Heaven. Today? No, not necessarily, but one day. So thank you all very much for the effort you made to be dressed up today and remind us of that great destination that is the home of all the baptized and will be forever in God's kingdom.